All right, so we are back in prep with a sparkling water in hand. I'm just going to do a few emails. And also, interestingly, today is the day that the Cyber charity match goes on sale. So that's quite a big day. What I will say about this, though, as an event, is the way that the team, I think, have learned over the years to hype something up. And if you're building an event or a moment, even if you're the Sidemen and even if you have the insane audience that they have, you still have to hype it. You still have to create enough demand and you have to build a narrative. And I think without a narrative, it's very difficult to justify events like this, right? The event is part of the content. And if you think about how many beats, how many posts, how many reminders that the team put out, you have to probably show up, in someone's head 20 to 30 times. They have to probably see something before they'll go, okay, let me look into it in more detail. All right, so just finished that meeting. That was about 45 minutes. And yeah, we're talking some really high level stuff. Like, I think Arcade's as I said, it's in this period of transition. It's in a real moment of opportunity and momentum as we've really now built the structure for, I think, creating an unbelievable company in the space, which is great. The challenge we've just got to make sure we do is like every step really counts. Every project we start working on really counts. Every move we make has to be done right, and it's just working out. If it's just getting that right, that's the challenge that we have, and we're working through, which is brilliant. But every day it's another sort of leap, if you will, for us, which is an amazing place to be, but also has to be done right. So yeah, that's why I had this meet. Hey guys, right, so just finished the washing up. Kids are asleep. Millie is out at her granny's book launch because her granny's writing a book. She's like an author, Caroline Moorhead, and she's written 16 books or something, 17 books. She just churns books out, even though she's 82, 83, something like that. She just churns them out. So she's at the launch for the next one. So me and my mum came around to help with the kids. Everyone's asleep. Twins are bathed. The older ones are down. It's all going to be a bit difficult, but it's fine. It's fine. It's down. And then tonight I need to work on a strategy from that board sort of mini session that we had earlier that I'm just going to map out, and a couple of other bits, and then going to read and then go to bed. And I think one thing I just want to say, life is meant for busyness. I love being busy. I've never had more fulfillment and more energy than when I'm busy. Having a routine where your days just go like that, where you've always got something to do and you take moments to decompress, you come back out again, that's what life is about, and that's what I've honestly found since becoming more and more busy over the years. It's sort of a slow graduation process of busyness. The more busy I've got, ultimately the better life has got, because when we're working, when we're busy, when we are in that element and the rhythm's there, it's the best thing ever. All right, yes guys, so we're back for another day, and it's day of back-to-back meetings, calls, meeting a great company, sort of a company that's actually got the same investors as us, called Strike, which is going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, got a whole heap of stuff today, so it's going to be great. I'll try and vlog as much as I possibly can, and tell you about how it all goes, because there's a lot happening at the minute. It feels like it's, as I keep saying, right, it's ramping. Every day is ramping, which is great, and today is a good sign of that, because when you've got stacked calendar, you've got 30-minute meetings, everything's back to back, it's a good sign that momentum is there, and it feels like it definitely is, which is great. Okay, so let's say 3 mid-form, and how long do they want it to be?
WhatsApp Plus.
Is this for launching a YouTube channel?
No,
or is this for socials?
Short forms. So Instagram and TikTok for now. They'll put it on Facebook.
Because what would actually be sick is if we did 3 relatively longish, not long, but 10 minutes, and then you just do loads of parts or something, or you really layer it out. That could be cool. All right, so just finished a bunch of meetings. Last one with Zeb, talking about strategy for a potential client and a documentary we're going to be making. And now back to North. I'm going to be doing community service because I've got the call to do, and then we're done. Then we're good. But yeah, it's been a day of meetings, back-to-backs, all the fun stuff, and it's a lot of fun. But it's also so one thing that I just want to stress to you guys, and something that is just so important, is to like there have been some challenges today with the wider team that the team have had with some of the projects, right? Hiccups. Some may say big hiccups, some may say small. But it's really, really important for anyone in any leadership role or anyone who is managing a team, as the leaders in our team have shown today. For anyone managing a team, you have to be calm. You have to be settled. You have to be a force of solution rather than stress. And I think for people working, like when you work for someone, right, and I know this, obviously having been in all the jobs, you feel a real sense of responsibility for delivering for the people you work for the company. And when things don't go quite well, or when things are negative, or there are challenges or hiccups in the road, it's very easy to feel like you are a failure, or to feel like you've done something really, really bad. And I think for leaders, it's so important that with a team that's aligned for the good and are trying their best and are battling challenges outside of their control, that you just show up as a force of solution and peace, and you create an environment where everyone's able and confident enough to fail and to fall down or for things to go wrong, because a lot of the time things will go wrong that are outside of our control. But the worst thing is when leaders do not do that, when they create environments that are full of fear and hostility, and like you're not really on the same team. And our goal as at Arcade, and I think your goal if you're a founder, if you're building a team, is to create a space where everyone feels comfortable to fail. It's so important. If they don't feel comfortable to fail, they will not give their best selves, and they will ultimately, I think, leave, because no one wants to live in a culture of fear forever. It's a small thing, but it's something today, given that there have been some challenges on some projects that the team have had to wrestle with and deal with that are outside of their control, but cause problems nonetheless. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock. We're going to charge the car for approximately 10 minutes just to give it a little bit of a bump, and then we're going to get out of here. But look, I just thought I'd round up the day today. What is there to say about the day and the week? So today there's just so much going on, man. Just so much going on. But that's the point. Like, we've been building this business now with so much momentum, especially since the beginning of 2026. Last year was like prep year, planning, get everything in place. 2026 is just going. And there's no greater feeling than seeing the business you've worked on, the thing that you are putting a lot of effort and time and investment, resource, etc. into. There's no better feeling than seeing that start to work and seeing the momentum start to build, and also seeing the compounding effect of amazing talent plus great energy, positivity, and also, a great asset with what we've obviously got with the Sidemen Boys and the brand and the media inventory. When you see all of that come together in this amazing sort of synergy of value, it's just an unbelievable thing to witness. And we're there, man. We're there. It's all happening. So today was a day of that happening. Tomorrow will be another day. I've got some super exciting meetings tomorrow. And we just keep the train moving. As Joe Lamb says, we're building the car while we're driving the car. And that's the way it's meant to be, I think. So anyway, have a great evening, my friend. Hey guys, alright, so we're back for another day. And this week, actually, I forgot to say, I've got a big thing happening tomorrow. I totally forgot, to be honest, until yesterday. And it is that I'm doing my first big talk of the year. So do a lot of keynotes and conferences, and I love it. It's a big part of what I do. And tomorrow I'm actually doing one in Barcelona, so I'm going to be leaving very early. We try and film the whole thing. And I'll be going to a conference called Spark, where I'll be delivering a keynote all about creator brands, the creator economy, etc., learnings, all the fun stuff. So that should be a lot of fun. It should be great. And yeah, that's going to be tomorrow. Crack of dawn, I will be up and active. But today I've got a few really exciting meetings. One with one of the top heads of the BBC, somebody who I respect a lot and like a lot, and who is leading the charge on a lot of the most exciting things going on there, which is great. Looking forward to that. Also got a conversation with someone else from the BBC about a potential show that we're exploring, which will also be good. And right now I'm on the way to meet somebody who I used to work with back in the YMU days, who is an exec at one of the big production companies in the sports entertainment space. So we're going to be talking about ways of potentially working together and what's going on. So lots going on. I'm in Soho right now, just on Great Marlborough Street, and right by the fancy big M&S, going to Soho House, Dean Street. And I won't be allowed my cameras in there, but I'll be able to take you outside and whatnot. It's a beautiful day, sun is shining, everyone's happy enough, it seems. And we're going to have a great time. So hope you have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing, and I'll keep you across as much as I possibly can. thing that is quite interesting, right, is so I did a reel on ITV, this one here, and what's really interesting is when you make content like this, sometimes when it's like super focused, you end up reaching like an amazing tight audience of people who only really care about it because it's quite niche. So it's a video basically about ITV daytime and the fact that ITV daytime is in this state of decline because daytime TV is in a state of decline because advertisers have left, because audiences no longer watch daytime TV like they used to, right? You don't have as many stay-at-home mums, you don't have as many, you have as much kind of cultural, I guess, weight on the home and on family in the same way. There's like so many factors, aging demographic, watching it, etc. So advertisers have gone to social where the audiences that they want to reach are. And so the audience who watches daytime TV will inevitably die off. And when they die, obviously the advertisers will go. So it's this sort of decline, this managed decline of daytime TV, which is quite an interesting thing to see play out. And it was shown in the job cuts that ITV announced. What's also interesting is the fact that, I did a video on it and put it out there. And on Instagram's so powerful, right, at finding the audience for certain topics and things. So off the back of that video, it's not even huge, right? It's like 70k, which in relative terms compared to other videos, where you get hundreds of thousands or millions. But the tightness of the audience and the quality of the audience around that. And from that, I think I gained 250 followers, some very high profile people, I won't name them, but very high profile people within TV and within the industry, because we're talking about a very specific topic which attracts therefore a very specific audience, and if that audience is a high quality one, then it's a great win. So yeah, something really interesting I think about making content, especially on Instagram. You can attract the best people if your content's good and if you make it around topics which caters to that high quality audience. So you don't always have to go broad to get a huge amount of impact. This video is perfect example of that. I just think it's quite interesting. Right, so just finished another call, and now I'm going to be working on a keynote. So I'm going for a keynote tomorrow in Barcelona. It's a said Spark. I need to write on it. So I'm thinking it's called From Talent to Enterprise: Building Creator-Led Businesses That Last. So my flow, what I'm going to do is sort of talk about Sidemen, Arcade, what we've built over the last 5 years. I'll sort of view from the top around the social landscape and the landscape of culture, leading to death of monoculture and that big point. And then from there, going to flow into how we can therefore build brands with the one big message of think like a creator. That's the ultimate sort of message of it all, which is that in order to build brands in this time, in order to make impact, you have to think like a creator. And then what does that mean? And then I'm going to open the floor for Q&A and hopefully what I like doing is if it's an hour, I like doing 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes talk, and then 30 minutes or so Q&A, because I find the Q&A to be the bit, that's the bit where the most amount of value is found. That's the bit where it's, where it's definitely, I found anyway, the most people often respond the best to the Q&A element of it, right? That's a bit where you're able to really help people and provide value, right, that they wouldn't get otherwise. So that's the thing for me. 25, 30 minutes yapping, and then the rest of the time Q&A. So it should be a lot of fun. And we're back on the tube. Also had a quick call on the way that I forgot to film because I was running late, so I had to quickly get on it. And I was in the middle of Oxford Street, and I thought Great Portland Street, and I thought I might get robbed. But a really exciting call about a potential new show project that I might be involved in with a very exciting partner. I'm looking forward to hopefully sharing more about, but it could be great. Potentially a business show about founders, which would be great to do, I think, for myself, and just from a networking perspective, from a learning perspective, but also from an entertainment perspective. I think it could be really cool. So that's a good one. Now I'm heading back. Another great day. Hope you're flying whatever you're doing right now. All right, what a day. Kids are all asleep. Twins are asleep. The house is tidy, so we can breathe. And while the older kids were getting to sleep, I was able to finish off my keynote for tomorrow. So my keynote for Spark, which is all about how to build connection businesses and brands that work in 2026. Sort of following on from a couple of things that I sort of believe in and back. One of them being that the monoculture has died and we need to respond to that through a few things, which I'll go into. Namely, time, volume, consistency, connection with a community, not audience based on vanity numbers, like true connection, and narrative, a few things that I believe. And then think like a creator, obviously, is a principle around how to do it, because if you don't think like a creator today, you're not going to win. And I really believe this, like the key to business today, the key to success is to think like a creator, to really embody the principles which have powered people like the Sidemen and others for all their success, which is, really underpinned with this philosophy of just going for it and being adaptable, being content-led, being story-led, bringing teams around you, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, should be a lot of fun. I don't even know how many people are going to be there, but it's a keynote talk for Thursday, the 5th of February. And hopefully it goes down really well and people like it. Going to be up at about 4:30 tomorrow, just to make sure that I'm all ready. Card's going to come around 5, so I will be set and I will try and capture as much as I possibly can. It's 9:13 in the evening right now. I probably should get to bed. So have a good evening, everyone, and I'll see you in Barcelona tomorrow. Bye. I haven't been to Terminal 5 that much, but it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Got got an Itsu, got an LV. I don't know why I said Itsu as if that's comparable to Tiffany and Burberry and all these nice places. It's decent, to be fair. It's nice and big as well. Sometimes get a little bit squished, but this one's good. I like it. Alright, so it's going to be really good day. I'm very excited. Got a few hours until the talk. Talk starts at 1:30. So we're going to basically perch up here. Flight is in about 7:20. It's in about literally an hour from now. So I'm going to charge my phone. Got a bit of work to do. And then we're going to go. Alright. Time to get on the plane. Well, time to board. So I quickly go to the toilet and everyone's in the queue, so I don't think I'm going to get bumped off. Maybe not. Let's see. But yeah, we are nearly there, guys. We're nearly there.
What's your hand baggage is safety?
Alright guys, so we're on the plane and we are about to depart soon. So I'll see you on the other side. There's not really much to film on there. So I'll see you on the other side and we'll be in Barcelona. I think it's 11 degrees over there. It's not going to be that hot, but it's January. It's not hot anywhere unless you're on the other side of the world. So anyway, it should be fun. Alright, so we're through passport control. Now we're going to get a cab and find our way to the venue for this talk. So, yeah, hopefully it's not too far. I literally have no idea. It's one of the things, whenever we do these sort of talks, you get in a car and you go. You get in a car to the airport. You get in the airport to the venue. And you don't think, it's like totally mindless. So, yeah, it's nice, but I have no idea where I'm going. So, wish me luck. Here it is. This is the venue. Nice building. It's huge. It's huge. It's always with these things as well. You have no idea how big the stage is going to be. Is it going to be absolutely massive and, big massive screens behind you, or is it going to be a bit more quiet and intimate? I think by the looks of it, this is going to be a big one. But let's see. Alright, so we're in the green room, waiting. So I've got my badge and everything else, looked after, got water, and we've got a few hours to be fair, so I might actually go have a look around the conference, but yeah, we've got some time. It should be great. The stage really nice, looks like a festival, it's like a proper festival, like lights everywhere, yeah, I love it. Alright, it is nearly 1:30, so we're about to get on, and yeah, it should be fun. I'm all ready. Been through the deck. Looks good. The fonts have landed. One thing with public speaking, sometimes you send the files and the fonts don't work. But the fonts are all good. I've checked them through. So I'm ready and I'm excited. And it's going to be great. I'll try and film as much as I can. And when I'm back, check this out. There's a whole thing right here of donuts and nice things. So that'll, without a doubt, be getting it. I never eat before at all, but afterwards, I'm good. So look forward to that. Anyway, on the other side, guys. The reason why we formed this partnership of Arcade to manage the boys was because we came to them with a different proposition. It was actually saying, well, look, guys, you're not really talent. What you are is a media company, and you have an opportunity here to build one of the biggest media businesses in the world. And so that level of connection is an immense opportunity, and from that, you can build a whole world. And for me, this is the moment when my creator economy light bulb moment really happened. And they sold this stand out in about 90 seconds to a minute. And they were doing everything they could, as you can see here, to get close to them. This level of connection is not like traditional celebrity. It's not like your athletes. This is way deeper than any other connection that's going on in media and entertainment today. If you put the Sidemen in a media company matrix and landscape, they're number one by such a margin. 300 million views on YouTube every month. You've got 70% of UK male Gen Zs in the UK subscribing to the Sidemen. And that's the power, again, of what YouTubers have. They have their distribution. Well, they can put anything out to that audience that's bigger than a Love Island, right? Because this time was 30 minutes quicker. So the Sidemen now have the top 2 records for the fastest selling and the second fastest selling football match in Wembley Stadium history, which again is just another reminder as to how big this space is. Making great content, and great content is ultimately available for you to make, for any of us to make. Build a community, not an audience. Focus on storytelling. I think this is absolutely fundamental for anybody here. Whatever you're building, you focus on storytelling. If you build your audience and a community around you, your story, and your leverage, honestly, is the most game-changing thing you can do for yourself. And I really believe, especially in this time, right? All right, and that's a wrap. So we are heading to gonna head back. On the way back, I might stop by a few of the stalls because again, I'm not seeing anything here. Talk was great, went down well, seemed to get a good response, so happy with that. And yeah, it's time to catch a flight and get home, my friends. So this is the production room. This is where everything is coordinated and made. Obviously, those are the screens, people on stage right now. Yeah, it's a proper setup, innit? Right, and there we go. That is a wrap for ISC 2026 for Spark. Let's go. Cab is ordered. It's time to go home. One thing I will say is, like, I love it when you have events like this where it really does genuinely bring people together from different worlds, etc. And like after you do a talk and talk went down well, etc. Like you do end up having some really good conversations, and it does actually, you know, it's in the name Spark, but it did actually inspire like some really good chats about all sorts around philosophy and around business, creativity, etc. And I think that, as much as anything else, is a really good reason for these events to exist, right? It's just to actually get people talking, and hopefully the talk did that. So yeah, I'm happy. Beautiful place that we're in Barcelona. Sun is shining. Don't get this sun at home. It's still a bit cold, but relative to Barcelona, it feels weird being in somewhere like Barcelona and it's not like 30 degrees. But it was a successful day. And I'm tired, but I'm going to sleep on the plane. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sleep on the plane. Well, thank you for coming with me, guys. And I'll see you on the other side. Well, I'll see you at the airport. Goodness me, Uber everywhere is horrible. Is that him? 17. I just crossed the road away from him. No, in nowhere in the world is Uber easy. Where is this guy? It says like I'm right next to him. Ah! Is there a beat at the end? Yes, there he is. Got him. Alright, we found him, lads. We found him. Oh my goodness, okay. It's never easy. Whatever country you go in, it's never easy. I went for Jordan, yeah? Hello. Hello. Perfect. To the airport, yes, please. Thank you. And you know where they always get you in Europe, right? In the airports, you have to always watch out because there's a separate passport gate before you get on your plane. And I remember I've been in so many places in Europe, right? Where you think all's fine, all's well and good, but then you get on, you think you're good, you leave it, like in the UK you leave it and you just go to your gate and then you go on your plane. But there's another passport gate with another long queue. It's an absolute nightmare, so just, whatever you do not do that, and I'm not going to do that today. Right, let's get some food as well. Little food hall in Barcelona's airport. It's not too, I think I found a food court. Now, didn't seem like there was too much back there. There's some decent places. Got a Pret. Didn't even know they had Pret in Europe, but here we go. What's this? This is we've got some steak. It's like a steakhouse. I mean, look, I've got time. I've probably got an hour. Noodles. Oof, this is tempting. This is tempting. Where to go? Where to go? Let's see. So, what do we want today? Alright, well, I think if we look at the menus and mix, I'm gonna do a wok menu. So that is a starter wok and rice. What should I do? That's the octopus. I'm good on that for now. You know what? Let's do the ebi fry. Oof. I don't know what the difference between that and that is, but let's do chicken yakisoba. And then drink, I'm gonna get sparkling water. That is wonderful. 27 euros. You know what? Europe is just so expensive now. But we used to be rich. We used to be rich as a country, but now it's crazy. Right, tap. Right, and then we're good. Right, I'm excited for this. Let's see. It's gonna hit. I think for 27 euros, I freaking hope so. It's not too bad. It's like 24. Anyway, let's see. One thing I want to talk about as I wait for this food is just around speaking and like how powerful public speaking is. So I've been doing this now for probably my career, maybe 5 years, 6 years. I've been doing public speaking. Actually, I started, to be honest, when I was at Lab Bible practicing, and then you build up and you get more and more opportunity that comes from there. But I have to say, right, if you can yap, or even if you can't, but you feel like you'd like to one day do it, being able to publicly speak and to deliver talks, deliver keynotes and panels is such an amazing hack for networking, for business, for growth. The reason I say that is imagine if every time you speak, you're sat in front of 1,000 people, 500 people, even 20 people, even 10 people, whatever it is. That value of being able to deliver your message, shout about what you've been up to, about what you're doing, about your belief system from a business perspective, whatever it is, en masse in front of that many people, there's nothing else that can do that apart from content, right? But speaking, you really connect with people. So I am like such a believer that it's been a real driver for me. The amount of people you meet, the amount of opportunity that comes to you off the back of it. And I would just say, if you're young and you're starting your career out, or if you're older and just haven't really had the courage to go and do it, go and start learning how to speak publicly. Put yourself forward for panels, apply for panels. Also, and the way you get onto speaking opportunities is make content about the things you believe in and your thought leadership, or your ideas. Make content about your ideas with panels in mind, with conferences in mind, with speaking in mind, and you'll probably attract those opportunities. And the more content you can make about, be it the positions you as an expert around a specific thing, the more likely you'll be invited to be on panels and to be a voice, because you have to make yourself a voice. You make yourself a voice through content, and then go and do public speaking. I love delivering keynotes, I love panels, I love fireside chats, all of it. But it is such a growth driver for me, and something which I think not enough people take advantage of. So, yeah, please get into public speaking. Learn how to do it. Learn how to make yourself a voice. Learn how to make yourself a thought leader. Just learn how to do it, because you will not look back once that train goes. Alright guys, we have the food, let's see what it's saying. Okay, so we spent around, remember, 26 euros for this. Okay, so we've got that's not too bad. The ebi fry, corn tempura. Get into this. Ugh. Try to do it with one hand. You know what? It looks like a pretty packed wok, but it looks pretty nice. And the sparkling water. Let's try it, let's try it. You know what? Not bad. I'd say 7? 7 out of 10. It's pretty good for airport food. I'm here for it. And Europe's expensive, so like forget the price. I'm in. Okay, absolute nightmare through the passport gates. Literally exactly as I said. So many people. There was a couple. I saw a footballer. See if you can guess. Liverpool footballer. He used to play on the wing. 2008, 2009. Looks a bit like me, but he was about to miss his flight. A few other people, because people just don't know that in Europe you have a second gate and you have to. It takes like forever, and it was like 20 minutes. All right, so we're nearly there, guys. I hope Jermaine Pennant made his flight. That's what I hope. That was the player. It was Jermaine Pennant. I hope he made his flight. We have an hour. Hopefully we board in about half an hour. Normally I'm like rushing at airports, but here I'm quite early. And just grateful to be able to do what I do. Grateful for my wife for looking after the children so amazingly and holding down such an amazing home. Even though I'm only out for the day, I'm not gone for a night. It's still a lot having 5 of them on your own, and she's the best. Alright, we're done. Back on the plane. See you in London. And we are done. We're back. We're home. The day's over. And it was a great day. Very lucky to be able to do that. It's so fun. And I just got to reiterate again, if you can do public speaking, if you want to do public speaking, get your clarity around your brand, nail what you want to be saying, nail your point of view, nail your value that you're going to bring out into the world, and then just go for it. Just speak wherever you possibly can. I don't care if 2 people are listening, 3, 4, if you have to, I don't know, beg, borrow and steal to get on a panel, but just get the ball rolling for yourself and start speaking in public, start making content. Make content first. Be clear about what you stand for and what you can bring. And then it should go from there. And it's amazing. So yeah, would heavily recommend it. But I'm tired now, so I'm going to go to bed. Thank you guys if you're here, for watching. Alright guys, so look, we are back for another day. And it's raining in London, it's pouring down. It's classic, beautiful British weather in this time of year. You got to watch it. I'm just in Mayfair again, going to a little house, got a few meetings, a couple of calls, need to jump on a call now actually. And then going to be heading back to where I am in. Heading back to the end to finish working, and then we'll be good. So yeah, bit of a manoeuvring day in the rain, but I found like this jacket here, you won't be able to see it because I can't hold it too far out, but this jacket here, which is it's Uniqlo, £60. Unbelievable, like one of my favourite buys ever, because when it's this type of weather, it's sort of not too cold. It's like 10 degrees. And my rule is, right, for weather, this is a really specific thing, maybe you'll disagree with me. If it's 10 degrees and lower, you need a puffer. If it's 10 degrees and above, you need something light like this. You don't need a jacket. And now it's like 10, 11 degrees today, but it's wet. So this is like the perfect middle ground. £60, perfect. I would literally wear it all the time. Whenever it's over 10 degrees and it's raining, this is the go-to. Otherwise, I wear a puffer with a hood. Very specific, and I'm sure don't care about that. But there you go. Now you know something about my my jacket etiquette. But yeah, here we are, Mayfair again. Even one thing I'll say about Mayfair, even in the rain, it looks nice. It's just a clean part of London. It's pristine. So yeah, onwards. Gonna have to try and find a seat. Hopefully the covers are out and working. By a little house, which is where I'm going to go quickly to camp and do a call, I think, maybe. Then take it from there. So just had a great meeting with Joe Wilkinson, who is the founder of Hulk, and who just bought matches, which is insane. And And I'm on a briefing call for the radio show that I'm doing next week. As next Thursday, I'm going on the Times Business Show, which will be great. So I'm looking forward to vlogging that. Keeping you guys posted on it. All right, my friends. So that's it for the week. And a great week. So much gone on. Traveling, tons of meetings again. Some amazing calls, lots of opportunities for some of the Sidemen projects we're working on. New things for the Sidemen. For Arcade. Team gets closer to Formula E, which is happening in Jeddah on the 14th. So it's just so much that's going on. It's an amazing sign of where we're moving. Like, everything's really kicking on. In terms of challenges and things that aren't going so well, to be honest, everything's going good. It's just we need to make sure that we don't do too much, burn out, and we just make sure everything's like in the right place and everyone's happy. I think that's one of the biggest things. It's just making sure that when people are stressed, because a lot of the projects are quite intense, that everyone's happy. That's the main thing. So yeah, we're really good. Life is great. Thank you for watching the vlog. As ever, right? This is there's no producing here. This is just what's going on. Would love to know any feedback, any thoughts, anything you want to see more of. And we'll see you back next week for another edition. Thank you for watching.